What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans, stand up. So, the Dallas Cowboys have wrapped up their second preseason game. So it's time to talk about a few things because you never kind of want to just go in off of one game, right? But now we have two full games to really analyze a lot of these players, especially the young talent in Dallas. And so I like what I saw thus far. It did show some improvement from the game one because the first game, y'all, it wasn't, it just wasn't my thing, man. Too many penalties, too many mental mistakes. I just didn't like what I saw from the first preseason showing versus Denver Broncos. But the second game versus the LA Chargers, I saw some improvement. And that's something I always preach on this channel is there an improvement? Is there a trend line? And I saw a trend for a lot of players. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing we have to talk about is Turbo Turpin, man. Turbo Power. So a lot of people probably gonna steal that name, but just understand when y'all hear people call him Turbo Turpin, it came from your boy Jay Tuck. But KaVontae Turpin, he changes a lot. We saw what he's able to do from a special team standpoint with the kick returns and the punt returns. It's something we haven't had in Dallas in forever. We just never had that guy where it's like, all right, you do not want to kick to this guy. And it changes the thought process, especially when it comes to special teams. So it's nice to finally have one of those guys. But he's not a corner. He's not a safety. He is a wide receiver. So in order to keep him at that special team spot, which he solidified himself, he's going to be on this roster, right? That takes away one of the wide receiver slots for one of these young guys who we kind of been speaking about. Now, we do know the injury with James Washington, also Michael Gallup. So you have CD, you have Tolbert, you have Turpin, right? Then you talk about Houston, Simi, right? Vasher, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how the Dallas Cowboys work out this wide receiver room, especially once Michael Gallup returns, once James Washington returns. But as of right now, pencil it in, Turbo Turpin is solidified on this Dallas Cowboys roster. Ain't no way they're letting go of that man. Yeah, he's on that roster. Now, another position offensively we got to talk about is the tight end position. Y'all know I love me some tight ends, right? Y'all know I love the tight end position. But Jake Ferguson, he is starting to emerge. Now, initially, we thought that Sean McKeon, just kind of being the veteran guy, and Sean McKeon had a great camp last year. But I like what I've seen from Jake Ferguson. If you look on the Turpin returns, he was out there blocking, he was out there hustling, he was putting in work. And what I noticed a lot, Cowboys Nation, this past Saturday night, because it was a late night, you know, it was 9 o'clock my time, right? We've seen a lot of 12 formation. The Cowboys been playing a lot of 12 formation lately, so y'all know me, I'm a huge fan of 12 personnel. So who is going to be quote unquote that Blake Jarwin, right? And it looks like right now the Cowboys might be comfortable by putting Jake Ferguson out there. Also, another young rookie in Peyton Hendershot out of Indiana. He's had a great preseason. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing shape up. I think they keep Sean McKeon on the roster, but I think once we kind of get into the early weeks, you know, coming up here in a few weeks of September, we might see Jake Ferguson being our quote unquote tight end too. So we definitely got to keep an eye on that. Now, the running back position, not Zeke, not Pollard, but the third one. And we all kind of thought that Rico was going to be the guy. But if you go back through my tweets, follow me on Twitter, JTuck151, I said Malik Davis was going to be my preseason MVP. And this kid is showing out. He's showing a lot. And so now we have to start having the conversation of, you keep Rico, a guy who's familiar with your system, who's kind of been in-house, or you have this young emerging running back that can definitely fit in and make some impact. And not only for this season, now we got to think, y'all, I know we don't want to think futuristic, but think Tony Pollard contract year, possibly can be moving on from Ezekiel Elliott. If you have a stud in Malik Davis and you see a lot of upside potential, you want to keep him on the roster versus Rico Dowdle. You kind of know what he is, right? But what Malik is showing, there's a high ceiling for this kid. So we have to keep our eye to see if the Dallas Cowboys want to keep him. I think it's going to come down to this third game coming this week. Who's really going to show out? But that's a conversation. I don't know which way the Cowboys are going to lean. If it's me, I would go towards more Malik. Next one. Tyler Smith, a first-round pick. He's earned the star. Can we cut it out? Can we cut it out? Can we cut out seeing camp reps, right? Because a lot of you guys going to be out there in Frisco watching camp. Stephen A. Smith's going to be out there and all that. I do not want to hear Tyron Smith, Connor McGovern. No. I want to hear Tyron Smith, Tyler Smith, Tyler Biadasz, right? I feel like Tyler Smith has earned that spot. Now, granted, he's still a rookie. You're still going to have to be patient, Cowboys Nation. But seeing what we saw for the past 2 preseason games, he just gives us something that Connor McGovern can't give us at left guard. He gives us something that even Connor Williams could not give us at left guard. Big physical brute strength, and it helps with the running game, and he's going to have to learn and emerge as we grow. But the offensive line dynamic, I need to see my starting offensive line get it set. I do not want to play musical chairs with the offensive line like we did last year. Just not a fan of it. We saw what Matt Farniok can do at the center position. It looks like Tyler B is locked in, unfortunately, but we also have some competition just in case something does happen with Tyler B. But Tyler Smith, you're good, bro. Put the star. He's good. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Next, what did I tell y'all? Tristan Hill. Yeah, Tristan Hill ain't going out like no punk. Y'all tried to X my guy Tristan Hill out so many times, but he's a fighter. He's a survivor. He's hard-nosed. He works hard. I feel like he's a Dan Quinn guy, and this is the first year he's had the same defensive coordinator for back-to-back seasons, and we saw what Tristan Hill's able to bring to the defensive line. So it's going to be interesting to see how does the Dallas Cowboys handle it, because a lot of people got Tristan Hill moving out. They got him as a trade bait. I personally don't think so, because we know what Tristan Hill likes and also what Stephen Jones likes, right? They like those comp picks, right? So there's going to be that value for Tristan Hill. If he has a good season, he moves on in free agency, we get a comp pick, and then the rest is history, right? So I feel like Tristan Hill is going to be on this roster unless there's a significant offer that the Cowboys can't refuse. But I would go ahead and pencil in Tristan Hill. The cornerback 4 position. And I want to say this because I'll probably break down this video here soon. Y'all got Jordan Lewis messed up. Y'all got Jordan Lewis messed up, bro. Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, Tuck, we can get Jordan Lewis up out of there. Like, no. Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis aren't going anywhere unless injury, right? But Jerron Bland has had a phenomenal preseason. And you've seen Kelvin Joseph, you've seen Nashawn Wright, you know? We've seen a lot more consistency when it comes to Bland. He's physical, he's tall, like he can get up and press. He comes downhill and tackles. He's hard working, like everything is there when you turn on Bland's film. So what is going to happen at that cornerback 4 position remains to be unseen. I've seen articles that people are saying that the Cowboys could cut Kelvin Joseph. I don't think that's the case. If anyone might be on the outside, it could possibly be Nashawn Wright, but we definitely got to keep our eye on Bland and see what happens from there at that cornerback 4 position. Jordan Lewis, Anthony Brown, they're solidified. They ain't going nowhere. In the kickers, I still don't trust the kickers. Y'all don't like what I see. The extra points are a little too shaky and jerky for me. It got to the point, man, just go for 2. Just go for 2. It's much more conservative. It's much more safer for the Cowboys just to go for 2 than trust these damn kickers, man. But it's your boy Jay Tuck. Those are some of the things I've seen from the previous 2 preseason games. We were back in Frisco, no longer in Oxnard anymore. So I know a lot of you, like I said, is going to be out there in camp. So now you'll be able to see for yourself how things are going. We got one more preseason game left versus Seattle Seahawks, and then it's go time. My one biggest frustration with the preseason, y'all, I would like to see more starters play. You know, I understand resting Dak, maybe Zeke and CD. I would like to see more starters play. Not all these starters need to be getting rest, right? Because we cannot come out sloppy versus Tom Brady on opening night. But we got some work. I think we were 16 days, 17 days away. We're almost getting there, man. So it's your boy Jay Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Comment below. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, everyone, for letting me take a break last week. I have so many things going on. I just want to sit back and just, you know, take care of your mentals, because mental health is important, man. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, And don't y'all kick that ball to Turpin. Peace.